It is O-Level Physics 5054, Paper 1, Variant 1, May-June 2020. And today we are going to solve question 1 to question number 20. Question number 1. The diagram shows the resultant R of a 3 Newton force and a 4 Newton force that act at a point P. The angle between the 3 Newton force and the 4 Newton force can be any value from 0 degree to 90 degree. Which value of R is not possible? Here we have four options. In option A 4 Newton, in B 5 Newton, C 6 Newton and D 7 Newton. Here we have two resultant forces. One is 4 Newton, second is 3 Newton. So the resultant of these two forces should be more than 4 Newton. So here the resultant R should be more than 4 Newton. It cannot be equal to 4 Newton or less than 4 Newton. So here it is given in option A 4 Newton. So our correct option is option A. This resultant may be 5 or 6 or 7, but it cannot be 4 Newton. So our correct option, option A. Question number 2. What is measured using a micrometer? With the help of micrometer, we measure the diameter, or simply we can say with the help of micrometer, we measure length. Now length is given in option C, so correct option is option C. Question number 3. The graph shows a short journey. It is a speed time graph. What is the greatest speed reached? This graph is in between time and speed. So here it is the peak point that is equal to 3 meters per second. So maximum or the greatest speed here is 3 meters per second. So correct option is option C. Question number 4. A car of weight 11,000 Newton moves with constant velocity along a horizontal road. A driving force of 5,000 Newton acts on the car. What is the force opposing the motion of the car? It is given here the car is moving with a constant velocity, so resultant force is equal to 0. There is no opposing force. The car is moving only with a force of 5,000 Newton, and 5,000 Newton is given in option A. So our correct option is option A. Because it is given here, there is a constant velocity, there is no acceleration. When there is no acceleration means there is no resultant force. When there is no resultant force means there is no opposing force. So the only force acting on the car is given here, that is 5,000 Newton. So correct option is option A, where it is given 5,000 Newton. Question number 5. A man with an open parachute falls to earth at constant speed. The following forces act: P. The upward force of the parachute on the man. Q. The upward force of the man on the earth. R. The downward force of the earth on the parachute. S. The downward force of the man on the parachute. Which two forces are a Newton's third law pair? Newton's third law states that if we have two objects, suppose we have one object A and second object B, if A is acting a force on B, then B will also act a force on A but in opposite direction. Here in P it is given the upward force of the parachute on the man. In S it is given the downward force of the man on the parachute. Suppose if parachute is A is acting a force on the man. If man is supposed to be B, then A is acting a force on B. In S, this man is acting a force on A, but the direction is opposite. In P, it is upward. In S, it is downward. So we can say here P and S are Newton's third law pair, and P and S are given in option C. So correct option, option C. Question number 6. A box is pulled up a rough slope as shown. In which direction does the frictional force on the box? The box is moving in the upward direction. Force of friction will be in the opposite direction of the movement. So here, if it is moving in the upper direction, then the frictional force will be in the downward direction, in the opposite direction. and same direction is shown here in option D. So our correct option is option D. This C is weight of the object. This A is normal reaction of this weight. And the frictional force is in the direction of D. So correct option is D. Question number 7. The diagram shows a motorcyclist leaning over in order to turn the corner to the left. Which force causes him to turn? He is trying to move in a circular path. When an object is moving in a circular path, a force is acting towards the center of the circle, that is called centripetal force. So we can say on this object, on the man, centripetal force is acting and this force is directed toward the center of the circle. Here this object is trying to move in this circle. So here towards the center of the circle, the force shown is A. So our correct option is option A. Question number 8. Which type of force causes the earth to orbit the sun? Option A elastic, option B electrostatic, option C gravitational, option D magnetic. According to Newton's law of gravitation, all the objects in our universe are attracting each other. So earth and sun are attracting each other, and this force with which they are attracting each other is called gravitational force, and gravitational force is given in option C. So correct option is option C. Question number 9. Four objects of different masses are on different planets. The weight of each object on its planet is determined. Which object is on the planet with the smallest gravitational field strength? Weight of an object is given as W is equal to m into g, where this m is mass of the object and this g is gravitational field strength. So gravitational field strength will be equal to W over m, where W is weight, m is mass. Now here weight and mass are given in all the four options. We have to find out the gravitational field strength. In option A, weight is 125, mass is 5, so gravitational field strength will be equal to 125 over 5. It is 25 Newton per kg. In the same manner, we have calculated the gravitational field strength in B, C and D, and it is found that in D, the gravitational field strength is 9 Newton per kg, that is minimum in all the four cases. So here our correct option is option D. Question number 10. Which physical quantity does not change when a piece of copper is heated? Option A density, B mass, C temperature, D volume. Mass always remains constant, mass do not change, so here our correct option is option B mass. Density will change. When we will heat an object, its volume is increased and density is given as mass over volume. Since volume is changed, volume is increased, so density will be changed, density will be decreased. Here temperature, when we are heating something, then definitely its temperature will rise, and when we will heat any object, its volume increases. So A, C and D, all these three quantities will be changed. Only mass remains constant, so correct option is option B. Question number 11. A single metal bolt has a mass of 34 gram. Three of the bolts are immersed in a measuring cylinder that contains 30 centimeter cube of water. The reading on the measuring cylinder rises to 42 centimeter cube. What is the density of the metal? Density is given as mass over volume. Now mass is given 34 gram. Here it is given we have immersed 3 bolts in water. The volume of the water before immersing the bolts was 30 centimeter cube, and when we immerse 3 bolts, the total volume is 42 centimeter cube. Means here increase in volume is 12 centimeter cube. Now this 12 centimeter cube volume is for 3 bolts. For 1 bolt, it will be 12 divided by 3. It will be equal to 4. So we can say volume of 1 bolt is equal to 4 centimeter cube. Now mass is given 34, volume is 4. So 34 over 4, it is 8.5 gram per centimeter cube. That is given in option D. So correct option is option D. Question number 12. A rocket of mass m, when empty, carries a mass m of fuel. The rocket and fuel travel at speed v. The engine of the rocket is fired and all the fuel is expelled. The speed of the rocket increases to 2v. What happens to the kinetic energy of the rocket? Kinetic energy is given as half mv square. Now it is given here velocity is doubled. Double means before the velocity was v, now the velocity is 2v. Now by solving this one, we get 4 over 2 mv square. And this thing also we can write as 4 into half mv square. This half mv square is initial kinetic energy. Now here we are looking that now this new kinetic energy is 4 times of the initial kinetic energy. So we can say it will be increased by a factor of 4. So here correct option is option C. Question number 13. A car of mass 1000 kg is driven 200 meter up and inclined so that it rises 50 meter vertically. The acceleration of free fall g is 10 meter per second square. What is the gain in gravitational potential energy? Gravitational potential energy is given as mgh, where this m is mass, that is 1000 kg. This g is acceleration of free fall and the value is given here 10 meter per second square. Height here increment in height is 50 meters, so h will be equal to 50, and by solving this one we got 500,000 joules. 500,000 joules is given in option C, so correct option option C. Question number 14. A fish is swimming 15 meters below the surface of the lake as shown. It is fish. It is 15 meters below the surface of the water. The density of the water is 1000 kg per meter cube. Atmospheric pressure is 100,000 Pascal. The acceleration of free fall g is 10 meter per second square. What is the total pressure on the fish? Here on the fish, the total pressure is first thing pressure because of this liquid and second atmospheric pressure. On the fish, two pressures are acting. One is atmospheric pressure, second pressure of the liquid. So total pressure will be equal to atmospheric pressure and pressure due to liquid. Atmospheric pressure is given here 100,000 Pascal. What about the pressure due to the liquid? Pressure due to the liquid is given as rho gh. P is equal to rho gh, where rho is for density, g is for acceleration of free fall, and h is for height. Now here density is given 1000 kg per meter cube. So value of rho is 1000. Here acceleration due to gravity or acceleration of free fall, it is given here 10. So value of g is 10 and height is given here 15. So here this height is 15 and by solving this one we get 250,000 Pascal. 250,000 Pascal is given in option D. So correct option is option D. Question number 15. The diagram shows a mercury manometer. The tube is open to the atmosphere. On the right hand side, the left hand side is connected to a container containing a gas at pressure P. Atmospheric pressure on its own support a column of mercury of height 756 millimeter. Okay, which height of column does pressure P on its own support? Here atmospheric pressure is given, it is 756 millimeter. Now we have to find out the pressure exerted by the gas. Pressure exerted by the gas will be equal to atmospheric pressure, that is given 756, minus the difference in this column height. Here the liquid level is up to this point. Here liquid level is up to this point. Whatever be the difference here, this difference we have to subtract from the atmospheric pressure. Now atmospheric pressure 756. We have to subtract this 60 from 756. When we will subtract 60 from 756, we will get 696, and 696 millimeter is given in option B. So correct option is option B. Question number 16. In a weightlifting contest, an athlete lifts a metal bar of mass 20 kg fitted with a mass of 80 kg on each end. The lift from the ground to a height of 2.5 meter takes 0.5 seconds. The gravitational field strength G is 10 Newton per kg. What average power does the weightlifter exert in providing the gravitational potential energy during his lift? Here we have to calculate the power. Power is given as work over time. Power is defined as rate of work done, so power is equal to work over time. Now here work is done against gravitational field, so work will be equal to mgh. Now P will be written as mgh over T. Here total mass that is moved, it is 80 plus 20, so it will be 180. So here m is equal to 80 plus 20, means it will be equal to 180. This G is gravitational field strength and the value of gravitational field strength is 10. Now what about the height? Height move is 2.5 meter, so h is equal to 2.5. Now what is the time here? The lift from ground to a height of 2.5 meter takes 0.5 second. So time is 0.5 second. By solving this one, we got the answer 9000 watt. And in kilowatt, we have to divide this one by 1000, and dividing by 1000, we got 9 kilowatt. Now we have to check the option. 9 kilowatt is given in option D. So correct option, option D. Question number 17. A boy is standing by the side of a lake. A boy is standing here. The boy drops a heavy stone from a height of 2 meter. He has dropped a stone at a height of 2 meter above the surface. The acceleration due to gravity is 10 meter per second square. What is the speed of the stone when it hits the surface of the water? Here we have to find out the final velocity when this stone strikes the surface of water. In laws of motion, we have studied a formula 2as is equal to v square minus u square, where this a is acceleration, this s is distance moved, v is final velocity, u is initial velocity. Now here we have to substitute the values. This a means here the object is moving because of the gravitational force. So here acceleration will be equal to acceleration due to gravity, that is given 10 meter per second square. So here a is equal to 10 meter per second square. The distance moved is 2 meter. So s will be equal to 2. Now this v final velocity we have to find out. Here value of u is initial velocity. Here the stone is dropped. Well, since the stone is dropped, so initial velocity is 0. Now initial velocity u is equal to 0. So by solving this one, we got v square is equal to 40. Now we have to take square root on both the sides. By taking square root on both the sides, we got v is equal to 6.3 meter per second. And 6.3 meter per second is given in option B. So correct option is option B. Question number 18. In which situation is energy being released by the fusion of hydrogen nuclei to form helium? In the topic of nuclear physics, we have studied that fusion reaction is taking place on stars. On stars, the main source of energy is fusion. Now we will check our option. Option A, in the decay of carbon-14 used to date an object. In the decay of carbon-14. Here carbon-14 is decaying, so it is radioactivity. It is not fusion. Option B, in a radioactive isotope emitting alpha particle, emitting of alpha particle is radioactivity. In the center of Earth. In option C, it is given in the center of Earth. No, if it is taking place in the center of Earth, then a tremendous amount of energy will be released and the survival is impossible on Earth. So option C is incorrect. Option D, in the center of the sun. Yes, it is correct option. Sun is a star and we have studied that on stars the main source of energy is fusion. So correct option is option D. Question number 19. The diagram shows a block being pulled up a slope by a force F. The block reaches the new position at the top of the slope. What is the work done by force F in moving the block to its new position? Okay, work done is defined as product of force and the distance moved in the direction of force. Force is applied in this direction. In this direction, in the direction of force, the distance moved is represented by alphabet R. So work done will be equal to F multiplied by R. And F multiplied by R is given in option A. So correct option is option A. Question number 20. Which statement about a mercury in glass clinical thermometer is correct? Option A, it covers a much larger range than an ordinary laboratory thermometer. Option B, it is more sensitive than an ordinary laboratory thermometer. Option C, its scale is not linear. Option D, its sensitivity is affected by the constriction in the capillary tube. Here our correct option is option B. The clinical thermometer is very sensitive because it is used to measure the body temperature. So it is made a sensitive thermometer. So the option B is correct. It is more sensitive than an ordinary laboratory thermometer. Okay, now we have completed up to question number 20. The remaining part from 21 to 40 we will solve in the next session. Thank you very much.